So guys, if you can just go. So since this morning, I'm also started streaming the book map for you guys. So really appreciate if you can go give a thumbs up and like on the YouTube stream for the book map. So you would have a two streams now all the time. One I'm going to go live and one is the book map. And I think we have started the other streaming as well. Miguel, can you just post the other streaming link also on the bookmap stream? And I don't know whether you can you pin that or no, you cannot pin it. So if you can, add our live trading stream link also on the bookmap description. So that's where if someone wants to join through the bookmap streaming, they can join as well. Right. Thank you. Appreciate it. How was your weekend and your anniversary? Uh, okay, so all right, I'm sharing it now. Alrighty. All right, I think I am set. Let's start with it. So do you see my screen on the Discord as well or no? Let me just share my screen here as well. All right. Good morning, traders. How's everything? How was the long weekend for you guys? And I made a lot of changes this weekend. Basically, now we have a two streams on the YouTube. One is the Bookmap stream with the level two. So if you wanted to see the Bookmap, I'm going to keep it running so you can see that. And the other stream where we go to live trading, what we're doing right now, I'm also streaming that. So I would appreciate if you go and give a thumbs up and share both of them. And yeah, let's start looking at it. And today's Tuesday. Usually on Tuesday I come 9, but I come a little early because I made a lot of changes over the long weekend. So let me just grab the pen and here. And let me know because I also changed my microphone. So give me the feedback that how does this microphone sound? Does it really good or my previous microphone was good? And then what I would do, I can adjust it accordingly. All right, so let's look at it. So, Sunday was really, really good day. Sunday evening, if you remember, I basically posted at 3 o'clock, but I was out with the family, but I posted the newsletter saying that if the market can claim the 5840, then likely is going to be the big move is going to come and I think that's exactly what happened. The market opened close to the 5820, and if you look at it in 5 minutes, you can see here. Go back here. Here, if you look at it here. So first move 5 minutes, claim 5024. Next 5 minutes, exactly at 5840, consolidated another 5 minutes and then ripped. And then it's just chopped around the whole Sunday night. And then also the Monday morning was the half day up till 1 o'clock. And, market didn't do anything much. And if you look at it here, um, that's what is happening is just consolidating. And then the 6 p.m. again, the market opened and boom, right? Market had just made another move all the way to the 5910. Right now, it is, just a small pullback. If you look at it, there's a small pullback uh, and came back and retested you're going to say that the pre-market low, or you're going to say the previous last 2 days high. That's what basically retested, and now market is moving back up. So market is really strong momentum in the bullishness. It seems like that the dip what market was expecting, that was exactly the dip. I was expecting little deeper to go all the way to here. That's what I was thinking, that if you're gonna get that deep pullback, if you recall, I was talking about that is really bullish sentiment, and this is just the small pullback people are waiting for. Uh, I was also waiting for to go a little bit lower, but if you can see clearly, it held at 5750 and now moving back up. So we are very close to the all-time high and also the high of the um, current upswing. So if we want to say this was a swing high and then this is swing low, right now we're in the middle of the range, we are likely going back uh, here, right? um, Most of the people were expecting this to come back here and then this fails. But right now it'd be holding very nicely. Can you guys not hear me? Miguel, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you please turn on the microphone of yourself and tell me whether you can hear me or not? Oh man. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me? Oh my goodness. Okay, I was just talking. I don't know. My voice was streaming well on the YouTube, but not sure why it was not streaming here. All right, let me just restart it. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So welcome back. So I'm saying that I have made a lot of changes. So I made a lot of changes this weekend. Um, and the changes may include also that I've changed my we started streaming the on the Bookmap, and then I'm also streaming here the live trading. So if I really appreciate if you go back and give a thumbs up and share both the streams, and that way you can see the Bookmap and the level 2 streaming live on the in a separate screen. So that's way you can not fo you know you can focus on trading here and then put the other screen on the other monitor for yourself. And I also changed the microphone, so give me the feedback that how do you feel about the microphone, that this microphone is a better quality or what. All right, let me just restart it. So I was saying that if we look at it, on the Sunday evening I posted the a newsletter before the market opened on the Sunday evening, and I was exactly expecting the spike price action was a bullish price action, and I was expecting that if the market can hold the 5840, we might gonna rip back up, and I think that's exactly what happened. Um, s- this is exactly what happened, that the market held the 5840 and then ripped. So if you have not checked out that, go to the Substack and check. And then after that, I think after that is just a bizarre consolidation, no clear move. I was even online on Monday, same time, 8:30 to 10:30. We were looking for some moves, but market was just not doing anything, so I didn't take any trade. So now, once market closed, reopened at 6 p.m. on Monday evening, and we saw the another rip. And now we are basically pulling back and retesting what you call the Sunday or the Monday morning highs. Now, the question is that what does this gap look like? So if we can hold this, we can see a next leg up. Or if we are not able to hold this and we can come back down, we are going to come back down into this range, what we have tested before. Initially, people were expecting that we're going to see a deeper pullback. And if you look at the daily, I was also expecting the same thing. That was seeming a little deeper pullback. Not likely that the any negative trend, but it's just a little pullback. Right now, we are nicely above the 200 SMA, and uh, really holding this, bull flag. The bear flag was created. Right now we are way above. So as far as we are holding the 5860, I don't see any reason for us to be bearish in the market. Market is really strong at this point, and way above all the support. Now, of course, right now it is making the, trying to retest this level 5940. But question is this the top and market is going to come down? or is a small pullback and then we're going to rip up. So we're going to look for the setups within that range. If we go into the 30 minutes chart, and what you're going to see here, that market at this point nicely holding these highs. So for us, line in the sand would be this, which is the overnight session low, which is 58.65. And if we say 59.10, right now we are here and here. So we have two ranges. And right now we're in the middle of the range. Now the question is that, is this going to hold and move back up, or is going to come back down, right? So we really need to wisely look for the setups, because if we look at the downside move, we have from 85 to 62. So almost 20 points. And if we look at the 58.65 to 59.10, it's almost 20 points as well. So we are in the middle of range, 20 points. We need to clear momentum to see the one side is breaking out, and that's the only way we can make. Or we see a little pullback and retest it 58.75 and then move back up. That could be a very strong setup and give us a much more room than going short here or going long here. Any question, guys? How do you find the book map? Is this clear, the streaming? Yeah. Awesome. All right. So yeah, and see, that's the reason, because I was putting it that this book map is a different book map what we were publishing, a few days ago. This is book map with the level 2 data. And you can see the difference. If you can compare Miguel with the Think and Swim one, you can see the difference in the order flow. So that's good. Yeah, I think it's a very great idea. It's a great idea to put with the iPad. Go ahead. Yeah, I think that's what I was wondering over the weekend. I was thinking how we can do that, and I think that's the another value add we are doing for our community members. So it will save some money for you guys, definitely. Much better. How do you like the background? I changed a little bit of walls as well. Yeah, yeah, my background basically, my screen. So yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. All right, guys, good for me. So any other question? Danny, thank you, Danny. You basically highlighted that because I hear my voice on the streaming and I'm fine. And and I think I realized later then, because I'm using the new microphone, but my headphone is a whole, still the same one, but I'm not using, the built-in microphone, but I'm using the additional, separate microphone. And that setting was not updated on the Discord. So that's why you don't hear me, but my voice is going for the YouTube, it was fine. So yeah, good catch. Thank you. Right. So let's look at the NQ as well. So if you look at it, nothing different, same, very high, very strong. Look at how it is holding the 200 SMAs. Um, and now again, very bullish momentum. Um, if you remember, we were talking about previously that we need this to catch up. We want this to catch up, and uh, the 50 SMA needs to come. And now, if you look at it, when we were here, we were talking about it. Now, if you look at slowly, 50 SMAs is rising, and in the 200 SMA is, it's not going up, but it's not even flattening at this point. It's not going downward. It's just more flattening at this point. So I think that's a good sign. So if 200 SMA doesn't even lean towards, sloping downward. But even is flattening and then 50 SMA catch up, that's also a good sign. But we really want this to slope down and then 50 SMA to slope up to crossover to get the clear trend. But at this point, market is moving. I don't know whether we might be going to make the new high today, but definitely is a bullish trend. Is a second day after the long weekend, so we need to be very carefully trade in the first half an hour because there are a lot of sentiments involved, and usually is always good to take a cautious approach when you are starting trading after a few days. So, morning, Candigree, morning, Coinboy, morning, Waldemar. Baltimore, we heard you, and we started a new stream of a book map on a YouTube, so you can have a now separate screen. And Miguel has a good idea that you can, if you wanna watch that, you can put on the iPad or Samsung tablet, and that's gonna give you a better view. Can somebody mute? I, I think we all from BBD, I guess. All right. Okay. All right. So we have NQ. Um, we did the NQ now. Yeah, guys, I don't see that many likes today. You're shying away, giving me likes and thumbs up. Yesterday, I was saying yesterday was a really good session on the YouTube. Uh, Let me see if I have the option to mute all. Okay. So can you hear me or uh, I think it's a Harvey. Harvey, can you mute your microphone? All right, how would I do that? Should be the server mute or what? Do you still hear him? Good now. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, awesome. All right. All right, okay. All right. So what I was saying, to so what I was saying, I basically lost my thoughts. I guess yeah, I'm saying that the Monday we had a really good session. There a lot of people came in online on the YouTube, and we are chatting about it, and they're asking the questions. I really appreciate. I think this all happened just because of you guys that you're giving me thumbs ups and sharing on the YouTube and staying online. I don't know. I don't see that. Who is that? Is Harvey or because I see that everyone's mute other than the like yeah, okay. Let me see. Is it better now? All right. I basically, all right. Okay. All right. So I was saying that the Monday was really good session. A lot of people came in just on the YouTube and asking questions. So we had a really good chat. So I wanted to appreciate you because you are spending time on the YouTube and sharing and liking it. So that's really helped us to get more visibility. So I would appreciate if you keep continue doing it, and that would really be helpful. Uh, and let me just go back and look at it. The 30 minutes on the NQ. So now see, it's exactly what I was referring to, that is this the NQ going to hold the high of Monday and the Sunday night? And that's exactly what's happening right now. We have a clear support in place. So I think the market looks really bullish. Uh, what we need to be focusing on right now is that whether we are able to claim 59.10 and breakout trade, and or we're going to get the pullback in the beginning, and we're going to find somewhere entry close to 58.80, 58.90 for the higher. So I think this is a two setup we're looking at it. We're only going to look at the short setups if we're going to find it selling off and losing 58.60. If it doesn't happen, then the conviction and then the price action telling us to go long. Any other stock you want me to look at it? And Miguel, can I just one small request? Can you also post the same thing what you post on the Bookmap stream? Can you post add the same notes onto the regular stream and give reference to the Bookmap as well? No, not here. The on the live stream. No, on the live stream, on the YouTube live stream. Yeah, yeah, right. Okay, thank you. All right. So we look at it. Let's look at the Tesla. Some people trade the Tesla as well. And you can ask me if you have any other stock you're looking at it and you want me to look at it. I can gladly going to look at for you guys. So, the Tesla looks really, really strong at this point, and I can totally see here. Look at this bull flag, and this another bull flag right now. So really strong. Market is above 347, and if it can break 354, it can rip higher. And one thing I hate about Tesla is that Tesla is only going to move with its own space, and when everyone expecting it's just gonna come down. Look at the way it came down, unimaginable. Now it is just ripping flag after flag, right? So of course we have our resistances here, but it's really strong. It's a second flag here after making a bottom on the 200. And if I look at the semiconductor for AMD, um, a lot of people trade AMD as well. So if you look at it, AMD tried to break out and leave and make the new structure, but turned out to be this is a fake out, and now it's pulling back up, pulling back down. Uh, so this is going to be an important point or resistance. If it can claim back this 115, then likely be is a new structure is creating right now. And the reason being, you also look at it that it is just ripped up, without any significant pullback. So therefore, it's maybe readjusting and making the lower highs before making the big move. So if you go here and it's making a bounce here, so it's basically it's the first, higher low. So that's nice. This is a higher high. So it's looking very strong. Market is overall look very strong. A lot of stocks are setting up for the bullish momentum. If you look at the NVIDIA have the earning as well on the Wednesday. So very crucial day in the market. And and if you look at the NVDA, you can see here another bull flag coming in. We have resistance. And either after the earning, we're going to see a climb up or we're going to see the rejection, right? And this basically a multi weeks base right now. So if you look at the base, um, in July 2024, this is the low, this is the high. Then see here, it made the new highs, but very, tiny increment and then came back into this range. So this range is now tested twice, a very strong support. Every time it comes in, it moves higher very strongly. So this support is creating a very huge support at this point. All right, it's 9:13. Tuesday I leave early session. I don't stay all the way. I will be likely be up to 10 o'clock. Um, and if I get the time later on, I will come back, but likely be up here. I'll be online with you guys up to the 10 o'clock. And yeah, so we have a clear action plan. The bullet sentiments, market is holding. So he's going to look for those setups. Any question, guys? Did you get a chance to look at the Bookmap lesson which I shared on the YouTube on the over the yesterday? Awesome, right? So we'll try. All right. So now we have a streaming on. So once we capture those live setups, then we can do those recaps and replays like that. Or I can make a small series for you guys on the how to use Bookmap. Sure. Yeah. So most important is CVD Bookmap, the visualization of the heat map. You can see some levels, um, and you can see the point of control that is very important. That who is controlling. All right. Okay. So I will just take a quick 1 minute break. If you don't have any questions, I will be back. Um, yeah. And before I leave, have any questions? You can even post on the chat so I can see. No questions? All right. I'm just gonna take a minute break and I'm gonna be back. Okay. Ready. Market is really strong at this point. 7 minutes we have. Watching the close price action right now. We are over the above the VWAP and so we saw a good 11 people are online, so that's really good, but it doesn't match with the YouTube likes. The pullback from the VWAP. Oh, a nice pullback. I think was there any news today? Let's check. So we don't have anything after 10. We had some durable goods at 9 and 8:30. It's already been priced in. Um, a very strong pullback after rejecting the VWAP. So market is rejecting 5,900 for sure. So that's a good sign if you can get the claim back over 5,900. Da, 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 da. Yep, I think market is selling off now. I don't know what's the news, but market is retesting, coming back down, rejecting 5,900. 2 more minutes. I don't like it. This price action already happened. Right. Good luck. All right. First move down. Let's see, what does it hold? If we can get the S4 bounce or 58.77 bounce, that could be a good bounce. If you can get the drop, a little bit, one more candle drop. So that looks in itself really strong. Look at this squeeze. A very strong squeeze came in. I did a quick check here. So we have a range 58.80. I think that's exactly where we wanted to see the bounce. If we can get the bounce here, I'm interested in going long. But so far the price action is weak. So if it stay the week, I don't want to short at the bottom. We wanted to see a little bit more bounce before we see any shorting. But definitely a very, very weak price action at this point. Okay, still weakening. The ranges are getting lower under the pre-market low. But I feel like this is going to be a support area close to 58.74 and 58.70. And if we get the bounce from here, that could be a very good bounce to all the way to the 5900. So watch out and we'll see. It's going to be the first trade after long weekend. So we'll try the small trade first. So NQ is still holding very nicely. Okay, making another bear flag. NQ is strong over the pre-market high. Okay, now NQ is also selling off. Look like a profit taking. Look like a profit taking. So if you look at it on the book map as well, there is a big order lying down on the 58.75. That is the area I'm looking to see if we can hold this. Oh no, it's just selling off, man. All right, the straight dumping happening. I'm not participating in this trade. Um, I'm gonna see if we can find the bounce from here somewhere. That's exactly the where the bounce happened previously. So watch the 58.64 level. Very strong 30 minutes. Let's see, does it hold this level or no? Um, so we don't. So see, this is a very important one. So right now we see a sell-off. We are not part of it, but it doesn't mean that we need to chase or we need to just anticipate the reversal in any reversal, right? We need to look for the right point of the reversal. So we can chase it in either direction, neither for the long nor for the short. So we need to wait for the reversal to come in. Reversal will come in. I feel like that either is going to come, if it's not going to hold 58.60, 58.70, likely is going to come with the 58.50. But given we are on the 8-minute mark right now, and we are just selling off, there is no good opportunities coming in for us to step in the market. So this is the first, I would just say the first green candle trying to bounce. So this was the exact bounce happened yesterday at 11 o'clock. Let's see what happened. Can it claim this level? Right now, NQ is trying to hold. ES is still weak. So market is, on the 5 minutes, we are making a bottoming tail. So that's nice. Yeah, let's see what happened now. It's 1 minute remaining in 10 o'clock. So are you not enjoying the Bookmap? Because I don't see that many people taking advantage of the Bookmap stream. I only see, you know, one person. Oh man, I'm just keep talking and then realize that I'm not online. Can you hear me guys now? Oh man. Exactly. I will just keep talking. Were you if you missed me on the Discord, were you on the YouTube? So see if so I have my other screen, the YouTube on. So if you sometime miss me on the Discord because of any disconnection, always ping me on the YouTube so I can see that. Okay? Yeah. All right, perfect. All right, sorry about it. So so what you can do, always keep, and I've seen don't not many people are online on the book map. So take the advantage of the book map. And also, if you feel like if you miss me, just message me on the book map, I'm saying book map, on the YouTube, because YouTube chat is online in front of me, but not the Discord chat. So I apologize. I will just keep talking. Anyway, you didn't miss anything because I didn't take any trade. I was looking for the bounce and it bounce just happened. While I was figuring out the Discord, I missed the Discord. So, all right. So we're looking for a trade now. I haven't taken any trade yet. Um, So this is a good bounce. If this bounce can hold, then we can go for the next leg up. But this could be the lower high leg as well, and then market just move the another leg down. So see, if market fails here, I'm gonna go short under 58.78. A small size is the first short entry, right? But if it's held the 58.78 level, then we're gonna look for the long setup later on. Uh, but I want this to, if it fails 58.78, then we can go for short. In fact, you know what? I'm just cancel it. Don't short it at this point. All right. Under 58.78, okay? Still on. I see the CVD delta is coming down under 58.78. I'm short. Top loss would be 58.82. So we're still in the trade. This is only, come on, don't squeeze us, man. Come on. Put the stop loss at 58.80 to 50. I think just give a little bit more chance. Looks weak before it bounce back again. Come on, don't push us. So not yet stopped out. Right. Not yet. Okay. I see that it's just trying, but it's not moving. Okay. If it's break this candle now, then stop out. Okay. If it break this candle, then stop out. I'm still in the trade. This looks really weak, but um, because it's still away from the VWAP, that may be the reason because we're in the middle of the range. And so I'm still in the trade. If it's going to break out this candle, I'm going to stop out. And here you go. I'm stopped out. We'll try more again. It's a small size short. It didn't work out. It was a good trade, but look at this, the bounce here. On the pre-market low. Very close to the opening ranges. The only reason I'm not going along, I was thinking for the second leg down, is the given the we are way below all the levels. So we look for the best next setup. So NQ is retesting the highs. SPY is still a little low, just slightly below the high of the day. I'm just gonna try one more attempt for the short, but let's see how this candle stops. And we can go under 58.82. And this time we go with the normal size, as this setup looks much better than the previous one. Come on, come on. Oh, this squeeze is really, really bad. I'm just gonna stop out. I'm gonna just stop out. Look at this squeeze. And if it's breakout over 50 to 86, we can go long. Just wait, don't flip it now. But I stopped out. I don't want to take the risk. Look at this bottoming tail. So we entered here and then, it's just a bizarre price action. All right, let's wait a little bit. It seems like so one tail here. So I'm not in the trade any trade. I'm just gonna wait. We have a two stop out. I think this was a good trade. This was a break-even trade close to, and this one has a loss. We'll wait. So You see my screen, right? Or you don't see my screen? Then do you see my screen, right? Yeah, all right, awesome. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm still waiting. Let's see. This here is consolidating on the top. Let's see what it does. The way it dropped, and it came down, I felt like there will be another leg down before it moves back up. And I think that's exactly where it chopped me twice here and here. Now look at this week. Uh, but the question is that would you rely now? I'm not relying on any short at this point. Uh, Look at it how, you know, it created a weakness and then two-time, it pulled back very aggressively. So if it's in the opening range, then I'm not trading anymore. Yeah, but if it breaks out over the highs, we can consider going long with a small size because we already have the two manipulated uh, stop outs. And you can easily flush back down. You just reject the opening range and then come back down easily. Okay, NQ broke out. ES is still holding. I'm not yet in the trade. See what happens here. I'm not trading. I want this 58. If we want to go long, we want 58.90 to clear. So very ugly price action at this point. Look at the NQ is much better than the ES. 3 minutes before the 10 o'clock. So, so I have an appointment at 10. So what you just give me 10 minutes and I will be back around 10:10, okay? Let me finish that appointment at 10 o'clock and I will be back in 10 minutes. So I'm not in the trade anymore. I'm not in the trade. There's a divergence created, ES doesn't look that strong. NQ is really strong. It's nicely consolidating under below the 58.90. If we see a volume started coming in and breaking out, 58.90 could be in strong long. And it just happened that market may spike uh, immediately after 10 o'clock. That is very likely. If that's the case happen, I'm not in the trade. I'm not gonna take a new trade just 1 minute before the 10 o'clock. Okay, NQ is nicely moving up, breaking out. Just few more seconds before 10 o'clock. So let me just go on mute and I will be back in 10 minutes. Okay. And did you guys went long? I didn't go. I basically was on the phone call and I missed that move. Did you guys go? Can you guys hear me now? Did you guys go long? I was on the call. I missed it completely. Can you guys hear me? Did you guys go long or no? No, okay. Yeah, I missed it too. But it was exactly the way we were expecting. Go ahead. No, it's the opening it is opening range breakout and it was consolidating just below it for a few minutes. And usually when it's breakout, either is going to fail or is going to break out on the top side close to the 10 o'clock mark. And exactly happened, it just broke out. Uh, But I usually don't like it going 1 minute before. Uh, but it was a strong setup. But anyway, right now, I'm not in the trade. We look for the new trade. Um, and so based on the red trade, I have a red day so far. So I'm going to look for the opportunity, but where would be the entry? This is nice consolidation on the ES. Is almost after the first push up, there is a 5 minutes of consolidation right now going on. So we can take this entry, but I don't know. I find this is um, extended entry, but still have a lot of room to go up. So if we go here 58.95 long, we have a 5 point stop loss, but I'm not interested. It's really chasing it. So, but there is this is the consolidation happening at this point. Uh, but I need the best setup because we already have one losing, one break even. So I wanted to make sure that I go into the, you know, A plus setup. And this looks good, but only hesitation is that there is no 5 minutes red candle at all. It's just a consolidation moving up and up and up. So I don't know how far it's gonna go. Uh, but it's tempting. It's 2 minute consolidation everywhere. The only reason I'm not going is because there's no pullback on a 5 minutes at all. So I wait a little bit more. Okay, I see some resistances on the NQ, but very strong. We want, if we can get the back test, with the pullback on the 5 minutes, it could be a good, but right now it is just ripping. There's no pullback. Right, market has what push one more. I'm missing completely. There's no pullback, but market just ripping. That's fine. I'm not gonna take it. I don't want to chase it. It's very nice consolidation on 2 minutes chart. My only reluctance is if you look at the chart, is just pulling, it's just pulling, just pushing up and up and up without any significant consolidation or red candles. If we could get the pullback and the retest of the 5890, the moving averages, and the VWAP, we can consider. I'm just gonna let it run. I'm not in the trade. So NQ is just close to the highs, 21,360. NQ is already above uh, the bear flag consolidation what we had on a May 22nd. And similarly, ES is also trying to climb back above um, the moving averages or the consolidation what we had on the May 22nd. Let's see what market does here. Can we see any pullback here? The game operation starts. Another push up. Oh, look at this market, man. There's no red candle at all in the market. Exactly, Alex. I don't want to chase that. Uh, it's definitely squeezing the people who are in the short. So NQ has already squeezed everyone. Those who have shorted the high of this morning. ES is still below, right? ES, if you look at it, still below the 5910. Um, but I don't know. So then, see, I think this is a very good point, Alex. Alex is saying that he can't just really understand it, and the question is not about can we understand it or not. The question is that if you don't understand it, the best thing is that you ignore it. Okay, so market has a randomness. Always remember, market is not certain. Market has a randomness. Market has a million of participants, different objectives. So you can't understand every move of the market. But the right approach is that you do not need to learn every approach, every move of the market. You need to learn what you understand, and then ignore everything else. So I can clearly see this moving and pushing up and up, but I felt I don't have any edge here because if it's pullback, it can pull back severely on me. So I don't understand it. Maybe a one trader, you're gonna find that understand this and he only trades this. Good luck to him, right? Or her. But the question is that if you don't understand it, just don't trade it. You do not need to take the reversal position or start doing something abruptly. No, if you don't understand, just don't trade it. That's it. Okay, so market has rejected the pre-market low. Let's see what it does here. This could be an important short area if the market fails here under 258.93. uh, but at the same time, it could be extremely bullish push on the upside um, if this continues on the upside, because this is the first 5 minutes red candle came in. This is the first 5 minute red candle, and but this red candle is basically a doji candle, which shows about as the morning trend is about to close. Um, but I will see. I will not be front run this either long or short. I will see what happened, and then we can trade it. If you look at the NQ, you can see clearly on the 5 minutes that how it formed, and it seems like that it's maybe NQ has made the top, but this is the first 5 minute, you know, uh, on the chart. And if this push up, this could be an extremely bullish move. So because what I'm saying that those who see this candle, they are shorting it, and if they get squeezed, then we're gonna see a big momentum on the upside. So open the 5 minutes on your chart, both ES and NQ, and you're gonna see. So right now it seems like the ES is holding so as to NQ. Well, if it's breakout, now we can go long here with the risk of 5 points. Because if this breaks out, it's gonna squeeze away a lot of way higher, and it's gonna go close the gap. This is the first 5 minutes pullback. I will just go small size, given still be chasing in this very small uh, red candle. So 58.99, we're gonna go long with the expectations of the breaking out. Okay, I'm long with a 5 point risk. See, can it break 5,900? This looks very strong and bullish. It's just break 5901 and coming back down now. Let's see, holding 5900. Come on, one push more up. 5905. Again, rejecting 5900. Come on. This looks very strong and very bullish at this point. The question is that can it move a little further up and climb up, and squeeze it to 5905, 5906. High, pre-market high is 5910. So this is really good move. Okay, can it move further up? It's moving very nicely up. Come on, give it 5907. I'm going to start taking a partials. Okay, come on, come on. Move very nicely up. It's going to squeeze up. Come on. I'm going to take the first partial at 5906. Maybe in fact, I will just take the partial on 5905, close to 5905, and then I will put the trailing order because it's really extended, but it can go up to the pre-market high. So 5904 is R4 as well. So start trailing it, okay? In case it get the rejection, then we don't lose everything. Cap, trail. Come on, trail. I put the off 5904 and trail it on this push. Maybe put the limit order for 5908. If you get the spike, you can fill it up. All right, yeah, trail it. Trail it to the 5902. Trail it to the 5902. Let it run. Let it run. Take some off if you want to, and then put the trailing stop loss on 5902. Given it is extended, Right, one more minute before this 5 minute closes. Stop trailing it, okay? Start trailing it if you have not yet. It's best to do it because it seems extended. Okay, I'm closing it. I'm out from the trade. But that was a good trade, very good trade. How many of you taken it? How many have you taken it? How many of you? Awesome. Only one? Awesome. Yeah, and that's safe to do, you know. The reason being is that we can clearly see that that this was extended, but it was a really good move. And I will show you that this is one of the good setups. You can take it, scalp it, uh, uh, with the size because it moves a little bit, but if it moves even a little bit, if you scalp it with the right size, you can get it real good money. All right, so I'm gonna share something here, and I guess we need to share this. Do you mind, Miguel, if you can copy this link on the YouTube as well? All right, perfect. Both on both the channels. Yeah. So let me share you this. See, still moving and it still might gonna go up, but the setup is on the 5 minutes. Okay. So let me just show here five. Do you guys see that? And I think we can do the recap as it consider the recap as well. Okay. So here. So when it was moving, see, still moving. Oh, it's gonna squeeze now. Uh, okay. So here, look at this. So when we entered, when I was talking, say that the market is making these are the signs where most of the traders consider as a reversal of the trend and then go short. Yes or no? You might have also learned that. And tell me whether yes or no. Yes or no? I want to hear yes or no. You can type in if you don't want to talk. You can type in as well. But this is a setup where people consider that this is a reversal of a trend. But always remember when the trend moving really nicely and this candle comes in, yes, it could mean the short as well, but you do not need to short it unless you see the market is reversing. So what I do when there's strong trend, when this when there's a divergence is created between the two instruments. So if you look at the NQ, this is the ES, this is the NQ. If you look at it, they both have similar candle, but ES doesn't have as extended as NQ. But the real crux is that when the next candle opens, where did it open? NQ never never broke down and ES never broke down. When this happens, you don't see breaking down. It's mean that those who have early shorts, they're gonna get squeezed. So you always go create the line, and then when halfway through the body is covered, you can try going long. And it will gonna give you a real nice squeeze. And see, still squeezing it. But if you let me just draw the line for you so you can see. So here, and half body is covered. So when you see that half body is covered, you go long here, and you continue with the next level. Given we were red, that's why I just say scalp it. But you can easily go and retest the pre-market high now, right? But the only reason I say, because if you look at it, there's no red candles, all green. And therefore, I ask you to just to trail it and exit it as you move along rather than risking it. We do not need to be superhero. We just need to be profitable. I think that's what matters. I'm still the red because of my second trade. Um, but I'm a very small red, so uh, you know, not even 1 hour, maybe 0.25 hours. So I will cover it in the next trade or maybe tomorrow. But I think that was a really good trade and lesson learned. Uh, that even the Alex was saying that it is a red, it's no green, candle. It's look like a short. Never consider short unless you see the short. And I know a lot of you folks are still uh, not the LiveEdge paid clients. So if you like to tip us after taking a good trade, we started it. You can tip us as well. We always need to share the blessings, right? And we need to cover the cost of our infrastructure as well. So if you want to stay free and if you like trades, with us, if you want to tip us, you can tip us as well. So see now there is another candle created onto the 5 minute, in both on the both side, right? Let's see what happened now, right? If you look at it here, NQ and E is both time is happen here. But if this time it fails, right? We can consider shorting under 5,900. But if it never happens, there's another push. This is going to ES is going to push one more time on the upside. Any question, guys? How do you like the book map today? Because I don't see that many people are online and using it. It's only 3 people watching it. And in our group, we have almost 6 people. So I'm just curious that does it really help you guys watching it, or you don't have that many screen? That's why you're not watching it, or any questions? David, John, Julian, can they agree? Okay, so Alex, time for you to discontinue your book map and save money and use ours, and get our premium membership here. So you can get free for both of, get the both of the world. And in fact, I will say the same thing, Miguel, to you. You just stop paying $40 to this think or swim. Where's Vivek today? Vivek is not here today. Voldemort, they both are not here. Why? So still ripping, see, still ripping. There is no sign of any red candle. My goodness, this market is just, so, even though I mean, I'm just really upset on me now. I have a long bias since morning, in fact, since last 2 days. Uh, but uh, when this sell-off happens, I was considering that market going to at least make a lower highs or going to go at least retest 50 at 60, because even without reaching 50 at 60, it moved back up. So I was thinking it's going to make another leg down before moving back up. But market is just manipulated and engineered the move, came down. The good thing is that we didn't stay short. The worst thing, I remember my initial days, um, you know, uh, once you put the perspective of shorting it, uh, you just get stuck with it the whole day. You keep losing money, keep chasing the short, even though you see things moving up. And these kind of a moves where all green, 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 it's just, in your mind, you cannot accept those things. Um, And it's really hard for the new trader to accept that. That's why you need a mentor to help you to flip your bias as you go along, right? Uh, my idea was today that always the long, but when it came down here, I was thinking it's going to go up and going to further push down, and then it's going to go up. But if you look at it, it's just make the V shape, right? In fact, better than the V, basically made the right shape, and there's there is no pullback in the right. Uh, so it's really hard. Look at this, came down and then make correct, right? There's just a right. Wow, really, really strong market, very strong market. Any question, guys? So do you like the microphone and overall quality? The changes I made? And I appreciate, John, you are the only my man who basically put the comments and give the feedback on the YouTube videos. Everyone else is just a passive watcher. They watch passively, but they don't comment. So I would appreciate if you just give a comment. So see, now we are selling off. Okay, the first move came down. Let's see, we can find some sh sort of a shorting opportunity here. If it fails under 59, but don't rush it. We need to look for the clear failure here. Okay, it can easily squeeze you back up. I'm gonna go very small size under 59.01. Once this 1 minute candle closes. In fact, you know what? Not the 59.01, but let it break 5900. Because you never know. It's still the moving averages are sloping up. So we don't know whether it's still going to want it to sell off or not. All right. I mean, just let's leave this market alone. If it fails and then come back down, then we will think about it. But now I just ignore it. Um, it's still nicely grinding up. So it may just be the trap again. Yeah, I think that is what I'm saying. That is really surprising. Initially we saw strong bearish pressure pushing the ES sharply lower around 9:45 to 10. Uh, and seller took control, breaking several moving averages. If you look at it here, from all the way from 8:30 to 9:30, and the rapid downward move usually indicate a strong, short-term bearish momentum. Um, but it never happened. Rather, what happened, what we saw that at the lower around 58.70, and I think that's what I was saying. If you look at the without the pre-market data, uh, this was a level it bounced on the Sunday as well. I was just thinking that market might gonna go and retest these May 22nd lows. But no, it held the uh, Monday morning low and bottoming tail, and the rapid shift in the sentiment shows significant buying pressure and exhaustion from the seller. Following this reversal, price surge upward. You can look at this. It's unbelievable the way the price surged. All green candles. And see, that's exactly what I was saying, that why I said that don't take a short, because this might be another trap. And that was exactly another trap. This V-shaped pattern is significant pattern because they indicate the strong market sentiments. And we knew since morning that market has been a strong sentiment. Uh, but we're looking for a right setup to go long. And unfortunately, this pattern is nothing else but then you can say is a gap and go. So first profit taking, and then that's it, and then just boom. But given since there is no red candles, that make it difficult for us to go and find the right entry. Now look at this one. Another how many minutes of consolidation in the 5 minutes? There's another 5 minutes. Almost 20 minutes of consolidation. So this is really huge. There might be market is ready to make the another leg up after the 20 minutes of consolidation, and it could happen, right? Because it is just below the pre-market high. Even though you feel like extended, but it can easily happen. But am I participating in it? I'm not participating in it. The reason being is that uh, if it fails, then I'm going to be in the very red territory, and I don't want it to be. I'm already close to break even today. We didn't had a good day personally, but I didn't have a bad day. How about you guys? Are you guys green or you are guys are red? This is, so for YouTubers, look at it, Shane, Newbie, what a beautiful upside move here today. And it's still consolidating. Why is this so quiet, man? Any question, guys? Awesome. So, Miguel, if you can just run the poll. Um, and what we're going to do, we're going to close the stream in a few minutes. If you guys don't have any questions, uh, yeah, yeah, Alex is break even. I'm also close to break even, but that's part of the game. See, the idea of is that there will be a break even days. and there will be a very green days. What you just don't need it is the bad days, the big red days, and you can avoid them. Uh, how you can avoid them is just not forcing trades, not taking revenge trades, right? Today was a big gap up after, we saw last week of sell-offs. Yeah, but market is still ripping. Market is still consolidating over the highs. It can easily break pre-market high and continue to move towards 6,000. Uh, it is going to happen this week, next week, but it's going to likely happen the way it is. How do you find the lightning? Is the lightning okay on my screen? Because I remember, I changed the lighting of the room and I created a small studio now. Before I used to have in a different place. So I felt like that I always have a lightning issue. So how do you find the lightning now? Is this much more better lightning on the camera? Yeah, yeah. So I think so break even is not bad, okay? Today was personally from our styles perspective, the market was a little, difficult, but it did exactly the way our my biases is, but it's just that it didn't play out as I was visualized in my mind. I was not expecting, V shape and see another leg up, nice consolidation, now breaking out further. Uh, Unfortunately, we are not in the trade. But what I was expecting is just the, uh, lower highs and then maybe moving back up, but it's just a V shape. That was not I was expecting. Yeah. So yes, Alex, and I also wanted to buy the dip, but if you look at the way the dip happened and it bounced, you know, a very shallow pullback. Um, when it and when the pullback is really shallow, I felt like it's really hard. You might be gonna be lucky one day, but you're gonna lose money in a lot of days because this shallow pullback uh, uh, is really hard to trade. I felt like that the clue was there's two clues in the market give it to you that this is a shallow pullback and we shouldn't be looking for uh, short. And I can tell you those clues, and that's exactly the clues which help us to stop out. And but I didn't flip the position because I don't want it to go into the flipping positioning idea, right? So if you look at it, the first clue was this. So when we entered, it spiked and then I stopped out. We again shorted here, and the moment this time it was going back up, we stopped out. And I think these were the two clues for me that market is strong and market doesn't want to go short. But I didn't want to flip the position from here, given it is still the shallow within the range. The next big one, which we could have catch it, and I was not on my screen, but I before I left, I said it basically here. And that's exactly it was is the opening range breakout and a very nice 58.90 if you look at it here, a very nice momentum. Uh, even though I mentioned it, but I was not on the screen. So I don't, if you could have taken it, that could be the one of the good setups based on our trade book. I would love to take it. And then we missed this one. So then we waited for and then took this setup. And as mentioned, this is another setup forming in very nice consolidation on the 5 minutes. The only reason we have not taken it, it's too late. It's just straight up, right? And we are already not have a lot of cushion. We are already red. So I don't want to push my luck more, and that's why we didn't take it. But uh, what we have seen based on the identification, what is the right setup? This is a setup number one for the long, setup number two, which we have taken it, and this is setup number three. Okay, we missed this because I was not on the screen, but before I left, I called it out. Setup number two, we took it. Setup number three, we ignore it. So as I said, when you have a move, you always look for the piece out of it. But unfortunately, when we entered here, the market moved a little slower than we expected. So we didn't get the best deal out of today. But the good news is that we are not red. So we can easily cover in the next few days. It's gonna move really nice. It broke out 350, now it's close to 358. Um, so market is really washing up. Stocks are breaking out. If you look at it, still the SPY and NQ doesn't have any red candles. A small, tiny consolidations happening all over the place. All right, guys, I think this is a good enough lessons for today. And yeah, if there are no other questions, then we can, I'm just going to close the stream. I can let the book map run a little bit up to the 11 o'clock, and then I'm going to close that as well. Or if you want, do you guys trade whole day? Yeah. All right. If you like, you always ping me, and if you wanted to me to restream the book map, I can restream for you guys. Maybe in the morning, and then the power hours from 2 to 4. If you'd like me to stream 2 times in a day, I can stream it. But just let me know, message me, or drop the message here, and then I will do it for you guys. If you want, if you trade some other hours and want book map to run on the stream, I will run it for you guys. Yeah. Okay. All right, we'll talk. Okay. Perfect. Alrighty. All right. So it seems like no questions. All right. So I'm gonna close the stream, and thank you. Appreciate it. You guys come in. Feel free to uh drop any questions if you have, and I will respond to you. Or if you would like to see any kind of a content on the YouTube, let me know. I will prepare for you guys. Any questions, any concept, anything which you want me to explain to you. And yeah, and I just need looking for your support, like and subscribe to the channel, share on the tweet and on the X. And this was just gonna help to spread the words. So really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you.